Hello and welcome to another First Impressions review with myself, Amata. This time we're having a look at Flame in the Flood, which was developed by the Molasses Flood and is currently available on Steam for £14.99 or your regional equivalent. Just FYI, straight off the bat, I did receive the code for this game from the developer, so thank you very kindly to them. But before we get into the game itself, let's have a quick gander at the options menu, and you will find it to be pretty standard. And you've got resolution, full screen, VSync on or off. Everything is maxed out. Epic is the highest it goes. Audio settings are a little bit lacking, only music volume and sound effects, but given that there's basically no voice in this game that I have personally encountered, and again this is a first impressions, that doesn't really matter. You can of course rebind the keys, and it does have gamepad support, but I have found this game works more than well with the keyboard. I have actually been preferring the keyboard just because it has various hotkeys and other things as well. So, you probably already know this, but this is a procedurally generated roguelike survival game, but it is purely single player, which is good because a lot of these survival games are multiplayer only, which is fine. You know, if that's your bag, that's cool, enjoy. But for me, that doesn't really interest me. I prefer a single player experience, and this is something like Hearthstone or what have you. So, and of course, when this game was announced, I was like, that sounds right up my street. You know, I love the idea of, you know, you have to survive, you have to maintain your water, your hunger, your everything. And straight off the bat, as you can see, I have an illness. Excuse me. For some reason, the resolution has gone all weird, so forgive me for a moment. It's gone strange. Let's try that. Hopefully it doesn't mess up with the record. There we go. Alright, I don't know what that was about, but hey ho. Anyway, as you can see, I am ill. And you can also see that here you have, here's my character. We have hunger, thirst, temperature, and sleep. And of course we've got our time of day up here, and of course the general temperature of things. It has a rather interesting graphic style, as you can tell by our main character here and our little pet dog. And basically the aim of the game is to sail on your little wooden raft to islands or places and pick up resources and just try to survive as long as possible, because at some point you will die. And at some point your inventory is going to get full as well. So before I do anything, let's try and get rid of this ill thing. Right, so having a nice sit by the fire seemed to have gotten rid of that. So let's have a sit while I go through some things with you. So I have to say, I really like the graphic style. It is rather interesting and lends the game a very unique charm, a very sort of Don't Starve kind of esque feel. Obviously, doesn't have a similar graphic style at all to Don't Starve, but it puts me in that similar vibe of sort of Tim Burton-esque world of cruelty and just, well, randomness. You know, you could do really well, you could encounter loads of resources and have a really good run, or there's been times where I've lasted a day because I've drowned, because my raft broke apart or whatever, or I've just not found any resources, or I got mauled by a boar. You know, this game is brutal, I'm not gonna lie. So, as I was saying, you have your hunger, thirst, temperature, and sleep, which I've already gone through, and you have various resources to help you on your way that, of course, you will pick up. So let's go through what I've got in my inventory right now, and of course, various things will be used as you go on. And you have 3 inventories, but even with that, you can already see that my inventory is getting pretty full. You have your backpack, you have your dog's backpack, and you can stash things on the raft. Now, as far as I understand, what's in your dog's backpack, pardon me, will actually stay till the next playthrough. Because this, just for example, this penicillin is actually from a previous run through, and I just put it in his bag because I needed the space. And here it was on this playthrough. So, if there's anything that's a bit rare that you perhaps don't want to lose, you can give it to him and basically make your next run a little bit easier with the addition of some of these elements, but of course he only has a limited, very limited amount of slots. As far as I understand, nothing in your raft stays, and obviously your backpack does not stay. Near the start of the game, you will begin with a jar, a water filter, and you will find lots of cattail and dandelion around. These seem to be the most common resources, at least in the areas that I am in. This is a first impressions, as I said. And you, of course, can either use these, like, for example, as it says there, that's used for stitching up a wound. You can eat these, and you can also eat dandelion, or you can cook them into tea. So, obviously, as you'd expect, this game has crafting elements. And as you can see, I can make myself some dandelion tea. I can also make tinder to make fire. I can cook some yucca, and it might actually be a good idea to do just that because I'm a little bit hungry. And I can also make some braided cord, and as you can see, there's an absolute ton of stuff that you can make in this game, a lot of which I do not have the resources for here. I mean, if I had a steel knife, I would almost have the resources to make a bow, which would actually be quite nice for hunting, and maybe make it so if I run into a boar, I won't get horribly murdered. So you can, of course, make better clothing for yourself. You can make snares to hunt rabbits, torches, and as you can see, there's a long list of things you can create and things you can do in this particular game. And of course, you can narrow it down by clothing, healing, and crafting things here, and then you've got miscellaneous as well. The only thing I would say about this is I would like to be able to search for something in particular. Let's say I wanted to find rabbit, just for example. Yes, I can go here if I had it and then search it, but it would be nice just to be able to type rabbit and all the things related to rabbit just appear. That would be a nice little feature, but overall the UI is actually kind of nice. So as well as that, you also have some hotkeys, which you can see on the left here on my 1, 2, 3. You can see your healing on there, food there, and mist there. I have a few things here, as you can see, and nothing in there. So before I do anything else, let me make myself some food. Thinking dandelion tea might be a good shout because I'm also a little bit thirsty, but water, as you would expect, is quite a precious commodity. You don't come across it super often. Your hope is to either find some standing water, which you can clean with a water filter, have it rain, and obviously you just hold out your jar and fill it up, or you can find wells. There might be other ways that I haven't encountered yet, but those are the main ways that I've encountered so far. So for the moment, I think I'm just going to use my campfire to... Oh, where's my cooked yucca? Oh, the fire's gone out. Oh no. Can I... Okay, so yeah, that brings us on to the next thing, which is a couple of things in one. First of which is inventory management is, as you would expect, a bit of a pain in this game. I'm not going to lie that the amount of inventory space you have is very slim, and it does get kind of frustrating at times when I'm constantly being told, hey, you don't have any space, and you know, you kind of look, okay, what can I throw away? And the answer is, well, kind of nothing, because, well, I need all of this. All of this is precious materials to help me stay alive. And obviously that's on purpose. They want you to make these tough decisions as to, like, look, I need to figure out what do I need to keep, what do I need to get rid of. Even with the 3 bags, basically, as I said, you run out of space pretty damn quickly. So, now that I've got that cooked yucca, I can eat that. And that gave me a little bit of nutrition, but not a huge amount, but still, it's better than nothing. So yeah, you really have to manage your inventory, and it fills up really quickly, sometimes with just crap. For example, I've got a ton of dandelion, which is great, but it's only really useful as tea. So let's see, I could get rid of these 10 dandelion here. I mean, I have 3 in my raft, and I've got 10 on me as well. So I've got quite a lot of dandelion. I'm not hurting for dandelion. I mean, I'm gonna just discard that feather, I think. Grubs I will probably just eat, actually, because that yucca was great and all, but didn't really fill me up. So you really have to manage your inventory carefully. Okay, I don't want the feather. I'm good for feathers. They are for bows, and I don't have the stuff to make a bow, so it seems silly to me to fill up my inventory with stuff that I'm not going to use for a long time, especially when I'm so, shall we say, stocked up with stuff. Alright, so let us quickly go to the raft and dump some stuff, and then we can continue on our way. So the basic survival mechanics are pretty much what you would expect. You know, you can craft stuff, you can pick up quests along the way, you can obviously manage your health, crafting, inventory, and of course here is your gear of what I'm wearing. You know, I could put on better clothes, but the weather's actually fine right now, and I would actually probably make myself sick if I bundled up too much, because obviously, you know, if you get too hot, that's also a bad thing after a long period. Apologies, some water. So, you kind of have to be sensible about it as if it was actually you out there trying to survive. You're not just going to bundle up in the warmest clothes when it's in the middle of summer in the middle of the day. That wouldn't make much sense. So, let us dump some stuff on the raft, as I said. Now, I can probably get rid of some sapling, or I can move that to my raft, move that to Aesop, because he's already got a stack in his thing there. What else can I get rid of here? Move that to the raft. Should I discard that? Yeah. Because dandelion are probably one of the most abundant resources. I don't think you have to worry super loads about finding those. So I'm just thinking of what else I need to get rid of. I mean, as I said, these will stay with you, so it's important to keep things that are pretty key here for your next run. Like this, I would definitely not get rid of because I made that, and yeah. Anyway, let us make sure there's nothing else useful, because I don't think I searched everything around here. I believe there was something down here that I couldn't pick up because my inventory was full. Yeah, there we go. So you're kind of getting a feel for this game already. You go to places. Oh, what's that? I've never seen that before. Devil's Trumpet. What's that good for? Food poisoning. So if I want to lay down a trap for the boar, just for example, I could lay that down. So those things are how you get quests, as I'm sure you just fathomed there. As you can see, we've got some rabbits here. I could make a trap. I wonder if I actually have the resources to do that. Let's pick these dandelion first. That's what I was saying, you don't need to worry about getting rid of some dandelion if they're taking up a lot of space, because, yeah, I'm already getting full. So, let's go back to the raft again and make us a trap, and I can kind of talk you through a little bit about that while we're there, and then we can get to rafting. Get some rafting in. Alright, move that to the raft. I need to get rid of something. One inventory space isn't really sufficient, to be quite frank. I'm trying to think if I want to get rid of some of these, because I've got a lot of crap. Yeah, I think I'm just going to get rid of some. Okay, I can't discard the stack. Okay, good to know. There we go. Alright, so that's a little bit better, but we're still hurting a lot for space. This is going to be a constant problem if you play this game. Prepare thyself for inventory management. Anyway, let's see if I can make myself a... sorry, I completely blanked on the name of it there. A snare. Okay, I need 2 saplings and another braided cord, so let's make that. And I know I've got some saplings on my raft, so let's just go quickly grab that from there. And where are you? Alright. Now, you probably just saw in my crafting menu that something else popped up when I made that stone knife, and here is another element of the crafting. Is, of course, as you'd expect, the resources are pretty well, they're not, some resources are rare, some are not, but you have to still be careful with what you use your resources for. For example, I could use that to make a raft, but lumber is also used to build a fire where there isn't one already made for you. And you basically have to make a decision as to, like, look, you know, do I want this or do I want that? And it's very compelling gameplay. That's what I have to say about this. You know, the basic mechanics of survival you've seen before. These mechanics will seem familiar to you if you played a survival game before. But just because it has these mechanics doesn't necessarily make for a compelling game. But this game is very compelling, and it just has a really nice atmosphere to it, some of which is lent to it from the interesting choice in graphic style, but also the music and just the world they have built. You get a real sense of, like, there are people around, you find their remnants, like old fires, and like maybe like a blanket or something. And there's, you know, a story going on around you that I haven't really come across yet, but there is one there, and it's a very interesting world and very unkind one in many ways. So, I should have a snare, and I can deploy it here. Obviously the rabbits aren't going to come around with me just standing around, so I'm going to go see if there's actually a place to have a little bit of a sleep around here, as I'm getting a bit tired. Oh, did I miss this? Yes. Okay. Sweet. Alright, where's that fire? Oh, it's over there. Okay. Okay, I can't sleep there. That sucks. Alright. Probably would be able to if it was lit, but I don't want to waste another tinder. Okay. So now we have a rabbit, and obviously I have a rabbit in my inventory. What? Deploy. Okay. So now that we have the rabbit, it's actually more worthwhile for me to relight that fire, because I need to kill the rabbit and obviously cook it to be able to eat it. So it's all about using your resources smartly. So I should have some tinder. I'll make some, just in case. Alright. Let's sit. Remake the fire. And make a skinned rabbit. Cool. Can I make penicillin, or do I... Okay, make cooked meat. Alright. Can I make this? Or is it going to whine at me about space? No, I'm good. I'm good. Alright. Let's eat that, I think, because we are... Wait, how much? 35 nutrition, bowls up to 6 days. So what are we at now? 73... I think we're okay for now. I mean, obviously some of these decisions are going to be based upon your play style of, you know, do I want to eat the meat now, or do I want to wait until it will fill me back up to 100%? Because that's going to give me 35 nutrition. So if I just wait a little bit longer, I can eat that and be completely and utterly full for a while. So it's all about, at least in my mind, maximising your limited resources. So, this is a other key element of the game, and that is you move around on your little raft, which you control with the mouse. Oh no, it's raining. And you can kind of see my arrow there as to which way I'm going to paddle. And you can press space to paddle faster, which is useful, but you do have a limited amount of stamina. Oh dear. Alright. Now, as you just saw, you do come across these little islands like on your journey, and you can try and loot them. But obviously it is a bit of a risk if you run your raft into things. Now, we should head over here. Actually, no, we shouldn't. That is a place where you can upgrade and repair your raft, which is useful, but what I really want right now is a place to escape from the cold and the rain, because I'm wet and I'm also ill from being caught in the rain. I have to say, this woman has the probably least immune system I've ever seen. She gets ill really quickly. Alright, so let's see if there's a fire anywhere nearby that's already lit. There may be. Oh no, oh crap. That ain't good. Ow! Oh, now I've got a broken bone. Great. Just fantastic. Go away. Oh no, I'm dead. So this is how things escalate in this game. I need to get in here now. Hopefully the ball will be gone, otherwise I'm pretty screwed. Okay, so I'm no longer ill, but I'm basically dying of hunger and I've got 2 broken legs. That's this game in a nutshell. So I've eaten that and I'm going to drink my water because I'm basically dying of thirst. Alright, cool. So, what can we do about our broken leg? Let's have a look. Can we make like a splint or something like that? I need rags. Okay, so we need to hobble back to the raft. Probably don't want to be anywhere where a boar is, to be honest, because as you quickly saw there, I got my shit pushed in. So let's move these to our bag, and we should be able to make ourselves a splint. Alright. Okay. So now I only have 1 broken leg. But I flat out do not have the resources to make any more. Is there any other way I can heal? No, I need rags. I assume the splint is the only way to heal a broken leg. Great. Just great. Thanks, Mr. Boar. You're a real gem. I just came here for a place to sleep, but I ended up with 2 broken legs. So I think you're getting a little bit of a feel for this game. I know I spent a while kind of walking you through the. See if I can. No, I'm not going to make that. And I should probably. Ow. Yeah. But yeah, as I was saying, I felt like I needed to kind of spend a while on the mechanics of the game. Now, I like the game. It has a lot of charm. It has a really interesting world, and it's absorbing. It has really absorbing gameplay, and each time you mess up, you know, it could be because you didn't have the resources, or it could be because you're terrible. You know, it is a very unforgiving world where mistakes aren't treated kindly. And the only real criticism I have is obviously it's randomly generated, so of course you can get screwed over just by proc gen. Like, if it just generates nothing around you, there's not really much you can do. You can of course try and make the best of it, but that's about it. And the raft is a little hard to control. I'm sure you've noticed me crashing horribly a couple of times already in this video. And it's just because it's very awkward to control cleanly. There just simply is not much way to go certain ways. Of course, obviously, it's only a raft. You're basically you have to follow the which way the rapids are going. You'll be pushing that direction. Of course, you can go faster and try and beat it, but if you do that, it'll probably end poorly for you. And the awkward controls have resulted in me crashing more than a couple of times, and that drowning death I mentioned a little while ago was because I crashed my raft too many times, and basically I drowned because my raft broke apart. I really need some rags because I've got a broken leg. Like, seriously. Alright, let's eat these because we're basically dying of hunger. Alright, that's a bit better. Okay. It's only +2 nutrition, that's not very much. I should probably consume these as well. Okay. That helped our thirst a little bit as well, as you'd probably expect. But that's basically all of our food gone. So things are getting a little dire, shall we say. He has lumber on him. Yeah, move that to Aesop, please. Thank you. Alright, sweet. So anything else I can move to him? If I get back to my raft, I can move that to the raft. Okay. So yeah, this is what I'm saying about the world. This, I think, you know, compelling survival gameplay is, at least in my mind, partially, is this an interesting world? Is this a world that I want to explore more? That I want to see if I can survive in? And the answer, at least for me, for the Flame and the Flood, is yes. There's all these little touches around you, the music is pretty good, and there's definitely a story developing here that obviously I haven't really managed to tap into yet because I've got all these quests, but you know, because I've been so terrible, I haven't been able to solve any of them, and I just haven't come across them there yet. This is pretty much how survival would probably actually be. You know, there's something important at X location, but you need to get there first, and I just haven't gotten there yet. So we are in a bit of trouble now because we have no water on us and we have no food. So I think right now we are the definition of screwed. And don't forget our lovely broken leg from Mr. Ball. So what have you got in Flame of the Flood? As I said, you've got interesting graphics, you've got appropriate music, you've got interesting mechanics and absorbing worlds. A game that makes you want to keep going, makes you want to see what else it has to offer. You know, there's definitely something more going on than what is on the surface. Obviously, it is a single player game, so it's not just going to be about raw survival. I mean, that is the core of the game, but there is also something else going on underneath. But whether or not you find this game interesting is going to be whether or not you find the core gameplay loop interesting. That loop of find stuff and don't die. And for me, yes, for £15, I think this is more than worth the cash. This game clearly has a lot of love and attention put into it. As I said, the graphics and the music, it's all comes together to create something very compelling. Oh, we have a person. Can you heal me? My broken leg. I'm basically dying. Coming out of the elements, dear. Plenty of clean water here. Welcome to the top of any jars you're holding. Appreciate the offer. Cool. Something on your mind? Ask about your gun. Reasonably sized firearm there. This old thing? Best to play it safe out here in the sticks. Never you mind, dear. Alright. Wonder if you knew what happened before. On account of my advanced years, do forgive, but I've lived out here all my life. Hadn't known it occurred till I heard a drifter gossip one day. Even then, thought it was mostly bunk. People elsewhere stay or go, all the same to me. Beyond that felt sent back, might as well be another world. Farewell. Alright, so she's refilled my water, which is great. Do I have enough dandelion? Probably. Alright. Probably don't want to loot her. She's probably going to kill me. Alright. I want to see if you have a fire, so I can make dandelion tea. If not, I suppose I could make a fire. But let's have a quick look. I don't want to waste resources if I don't have to. So she's actually the first other human that I've seen in my 3 or 4 playthroughs now, but this is actually the longest I've survived. Day 6 is the best I've done. Oh Christ, no 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 no. Help. Oh God. Oh God, why is there a boar? Why is there always boars? flint on me? I could have sworn I had flint. Oh no, I can't even make tea. I don't have any flint, so I can't make a fire. Ah! And I can't explore because there's a fucking boar and I'm about to die of hunger. Wait, can I at least eat these? They're not going to give me much, but they're better than nothing, I suppose. No, I can't eat those. I know you're hungry, stop whining. Alright, I've got some stuff back on the raft. Let's see if I can at least cobble a meal together. Maybe there'll be some stuff in here actually. Let's have a look. Oh, flint, thank God. Thank you. Thank you. Oh man, that was like just like a gift from on high there, Jesus. So I think you can get a little look at how intense this game actually gets from time to time. Alright, let's use the sodding fire, get some charcoal. Let's sit, make yourself some dandelion tea because you're basically about to die and that's the best I can do. Get some yucca, for God's sake. Yeah, more, all the yucca. Okay. Eat that. Okay. Oh. Man, okay. That's a little bit better, but I still think we need to make a trip back to the raft and see what we have. Oh man, that random crate literally saved my life. Some more corn. Eat that, take that. Okay. Alrighty. Let's move that to my bag. Move that to Aesop. Move that to Aesop. Anything else? Beg pardon. Alright, let's eat that. Okay. I'm meant to consume the stack, but never mind. Alright. Okay. Let's get my dandelions back to me so I can have some tea and not die. That would be great. Wow, I don't think I've ever been that dire on hunger before. Things certainly escalate quickly in this game. And I'm still hobbling around on one broken leg because I don't have the just things to make a splint. Alright. Let's make some dandelion tea. And make some ash cake, whatever that is. Okay. Let's eat my ash cake. Okay. That's much better. Let's consume this now because it's going to rain so I can get some more water. So it won't be too bad and then I can get some sleep. Ugh, this game is pretty intense. I'm going to say that much. Okay, quickly. Alright, okay. Let us get inside and get some sleep. Oh, okay, I was going to say, is it still raining? Is that boar still around? I hope not. I don't fancy getting gored again today. That is not #1 on my priority list. Shockingly, I know. Oh man. Hello, Mr. Boar? Hello? Oh god. Oh no! 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 Can you kill that for me? No? Okay, you have a gun and I have a stick, but okay. Oh gosh. So yeah, I think you guys have got a pretty decent impression of this game if you're into your survival. I would say check it out. There are some problems, as I said. The raft controls are a bit janky, and the proc gen can screw you over a little bit, but there is a way to save resources, as I said, with Aesop's bag, so you can do that. But overall, I'm actually pretty happy with this game. It's pretty cheap and cheerful, at least in my mind. Of course, that's very subjective, for £15, and for that you get an interesting world and a story that's sort of bubbling under the surface, and you kind of run into it occasionally and maybe get hints as to what actually happened to this world. And just, you know, grow and become stronger and become a better survivalist and discover more and more of the world as you go. So, Flame in the Flood, everyone, as I said, by the Molasses Flood, currently available for £14.99, or your regional equivalent on Steam. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.